If you want to know the best action role-playing games to get this winter sale, you are in the right place. I've spent hours hunting the best games with immense value for you, so I can give you my top 10 action and ARPG titles that you can't afford to miss this holiday season. Like for example, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition, a bundle that offers the base game, Blood and Wine, and Heart of Stone expansions that you can get with a whopping 80% discount rate priced at $9.99 USD. Every seasoned gamer knows how much content this game offers, especially since it is a fully fleshed out open world game. Having more than 150 hours of content for just $9.99 USD is simply a steal. You play as Geralt of Rivia, a monster slayer for hire known as the Witcher. Your main goal is to search for your adopted daughter Ciri, who is on the run from the Wild Hunt, a dangerous group hunting her down. You will battle the game's many dangers with weapons and magic, interact with NPCs, and complete quests to gain experience points and gold. The game's open world is divided into several large regions, and Geralt can explore each one on foot or by transportations such as boats, while you can summon your trusty steed at will to travel faster across the map. Combat requires you to read enemy patterns, dodge incoming attacks, and strike when opening appears, and play with your magic spells in the process. The system rewards skillful play and punishes careless aggression. So if you are looking for your next grand adventure, pick the Witcher 3 bundle and you will never go wrong on this one. And before we continue, this content is not sponsored in any way. I wish it were, but I just really want you to experience all of these titles, especially since all of them are at reasonable prices. If you and your friends are looking for the best multiplayer games this holiday season, look no further, as Monster Hunter World and Rise are still top-notch titles to dive into and play. Monster Hunter World, Iceborne, Rise, Sunbreak, and its standalone RPG stories 1 and 2 are now on sale in a bundle worth a whopping 35 USD under a 73% discount rate. Just in case you haven't noticed, that's 4 games in total along with their expansions. In the mainline hunting titles, you take on the role of a hunter and battle massive monsters in diverse environments. The ecosystem is alive and you can use the landscape and its inhabitants to get the upper hand during hunts. Environmental traps, terrain advantages, and even other wildlife can be used strategically to take down your targets. You can hunt alone or team up in co-op with up to 3 other players. After defeating monsters, you collect materials from fallen foes to craft new gear and take on bigger and badder beasts. The loop is pretty straightforward: hunt monsters, carve materials, craft better equipment, and repeat. There is a vast range of different weapon types at the hunter's disposal, each with its own unique characteristics, attacks, and special moves to master. The weapon variety is pretty solid, ranging from fast dual blades to slow but powerful greatswords, ranged bows, technical weapons like the hunting horn, and more. While it goes without saying that you should also be checking out Monster Hunter Wilds, which you can also get for just 38 USD. But make sure to have a beefy system since performance issues are still a thing with Wilds. Nier Automata is one of the greatest titles ever made in the space, which greatly influenced a lot of modern titles today, like Stellar Blade and more. With the game's overall production, story, and soundtracks, I cannot stress how much value you will get if you will get it now for just 16 USD under a discount rate of 60%. The game follows the 3 androids 2B, 9S, and A2 and their battle to reclaim a machine-driven dystopia overrun by powerful mechanical beings. Humanity has been driven from Earth by these machines from another world. In a final effort to take back the planet, the humans' resistance sends a force of android soldiers to destroy the invaders. Now a war between machines and androids rages on, and this conflict could unveil a long-forgotten truth about the world. The game features a hauntingly beautiful open world that seamlessly connects different vistas and locations. You will explore ruined cities, deserts, wastelands, forests, and more as you progress through the story. Combat is fast-paced and fluid, and you will switch between melee and range attacks as you fight hordes of enemies and challenging bosses across various open-field maps. Expect an addictive character progression mechanics such as leveling, different weapon types, and more. With a price of 16 USD, I cannot stress that you are simply in for a treat. In the late 13th century, the Mongol Empire has laid waste to the entire nations and now set its sights on Japan. Tsushima Islands is all that stands between mainland Japan and a massive Mongol invasion fleet led by the ruthless general Khotun Khan. You play as Jin Sakai, a courageous samurai warrior and one of the last surviving members of his clan. As the island burns from the first wave of the Mongol assault, Jin is resolved to do whatever it takes to protect his people and reclaim his home. This game features a large open world across 3 islands of Tsushima that unlock gradually as you progress. You can explore with or without guidance based on the wind's direction with no minimap. As you explore, you will discover hot springs, Shinto shrines, and torii gates that unlock character stats or new charms. The world is filled with activities and secrets to uncover beyond the main story. Ghost of Tsushima is played from a third-person perspective with a variety of gameplay options to reach objectives. You can engage enemies directly or use stealth tactics depending on your playstyle. Jin uses different fighting stances to counter specific enemy types, making the overall combat rewarding and engaging. Ghost of Tsushima is simply a masterpiece and a one-of-a-kind samurai tale, and you can now get this game for as low as 36 USD under a discount rate of 40%. This list will not be complete without the award-winning God of War series. Any seasoned gamer knows the brilliance of this game's storytelling and action-packed sequences. Kratos and Atreus are forced back into the path of destiny, and their search for truth takes them across every realm, while Odin's influence spreads from Asgard and the prophecy of Ragnarok looms closer with every step. Combat is deeper, faster, and more demanding. The Leviathan Axe, Blade of Chaos, and Guardian Shield return, enhanced with new techniques and abilities for both Kratos and Atreus. Every fight tests timing, positioning, and mastery as Kratos' Spartan brutality is pushed to its absolute limits. The game's storytelling, gameplay, and overall production are more than enough to treat action enthusiast gamers. With a price tag of 40 USD under a 33% discount, you can never go wrong on this one. Plus, the prequel is now on sale for just 19.99 USD, and that is something to consider. If you are a 90s kid, there is no way that you haven't played one of the best or the best mech customization games right up to this day. With a very strong name since the early 90s, the Armored Core series does not disappoint. In the Fires of Rubicon, the 6th installment in the series raises the bar even higher. You step into the role of an augmented mercenary known as Raven, deployed to the devastated world of Rubicon 3. Mega corporations are locked in a ruthless struggle over Coral, a volatile energy source responsible for a past planetary disaster. And at its core, the game is all about mech combat. You pilot customizable war machines called armored cores, built for speed, firepower, and precision. Every mission demands awareness, aggression, and smart resource management. Customization is where the real depth lies. Each armored core can be equipped with 4 weapons, once per arm and once per each shoulder, alongside fully swappable parts that affect weight, energy output, and overall performance. Builds matter, and every loadout choice directly changes how you fight. Combat is fast, fluid, and fully 3-dimensional, and battle takes place across massive environments where mobility is king, allowing you to dominate both ground and air while adapting to constantly shifting threats. From close-range pressure to long-distance firepower, success comes from mastering offense, defense, and movement. Powerful bosses will test your builds, your reflexes, and your ability to adapt on the fly. Get this one-of-a-kind game and start experimenting with your mech for as low as 30 USD under a heavily discount rate of 50%, and mech enthusiasts will thank me later. One of the best action games of 2025 is no doubt Hades 2, and it was nominated as the Game of the Year. Hades 2 is the first ever sequel from Supergiant Games, building on best aspects of the original roguelike dungeon crawler. You play as Melinoe, the immortal princess of the underworld, on a mission to defeat Kronos, the Titan of Time. You will traverse multiple distinct regions, from shadowy depths to sunlit surface location, each hand-painted with stunning attention to detail. The visual variety keeps things fresh throughout your playthrough. Exploration rewards curiosity with secret paths, hidden chambers, and optional encounters that can dramatically alter your run. The gameplay loop is where Hades 2 truly excels. You will wield legendary weapons of night infused with ancient magic, each offering distinct playstyle. The progression system is incredibly satisfying. Even in death, you will bring back resources to unlock new weapons, upgrade abilities, and strengthen divine connections. You constantly feel yourself getting stronger, and there's always something new to work on, especially if you can experiment with a wide variety of builds. Combat is responsive, smooth, and electrifying. Supergiant has perfected the feel of every weapon, ability, and dodge with tight, precision controls. The fluid animations and clear visual feedback make every hit feel impactful. Landing perfect combos or breaking enemy defenses is incredibly satisfying. Get this a must-play action game for just 23 USD under a 25% discount. And why not also consider getting the Hades 1 and 2 bundle for just 36 USD to complete your roguelike experience. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is essential for anyone craving an authentic medieval RPG this winter sale. Warhorse Studios has expanded everything that made the original a cult classic, creating a more ambitious and refined experience. Not to mention that this is one of the most celebrated titles this year. The game continues directly from the first, placing you in Henry's shoes during a brutal civil war as Wenceslas IV fights against the invading Sigismund, King of Hungary and Croatia. The world is twice as large as the original, featuring two massive, freely explorable regions that authentically recreate the 15th century Bohemia. Each area is meticulously detailed with historical accurate architecture and landscape that feel genuinely lived in. Missions offer genuine freedom in approach. Talk your way out, sneak past the guards, or fight through. Each path is viable with proper character building. The consequence system runs deep. Your reputation, appearance, cleanliness, and past actions all influence how the NPCs react. The RPG systems are deep, with stats, perks, and equipment that meaningfully affect gameplay. Combat is challenging, realistic, and deeply rewarding. The directional melee system requires active control of attack angles and defense, making every encounter a tactical duel. You must read opponents, time blocks and parries, manage stamina, and exploit openings. No mindless button mashing in here. If you want the ultimate RPG experience, get the base game for as low as 30 USD at a discounted rate of 50%, while the Saga Bundle, which offers everything KCD 2%, is priced at 54 USD. With more than 140 and 160 hours of experience, you can never go wrong with this one. Cyberpunk 2077 is essential for anyone craving a deep cyberpunk RPG this winter sale. After extensive updates in the Phantom Liberty expansion, CD Projekt Red has finally delivered on the game's promise. You play as V, a mercenary implanted with a biochip containing Johnny Silverhand's consciousness, a legendary rock star and terrorist. As Johnny's engram overrides your mind, you must find a way to separate before it's too late. Night City is a breathtaking metropolis divided into 7 distinct regions. Each district has a unique identity, architecture, and atmosphere. Players will be exploring underground passages, and multi-level structures create a 3-dimensional playground. Find hidden shops, secret apartments, and more. Gameplay is highly flexible, supporting multiple playstyles such as Netrunner, which specializes in hacking, solo for combat, stealth, or hybrid builds. Missions can be approached differently, like hacking system remotely, talk through conflicts, sneak past threats, or fight directly. Character progression is deep, with attributes, skill, and perks in cyberware creating endless build possibilities. That translates to a visceral and fully customizable combat experience. While you can get both the base game and the expansion in a bundle for just 54 USD. With more than 130 to 150 hours of content, your hard-earned cash is worth every penny. I firmly believe that Hollow Knight Silksong is hands down one of the best action games of all time. Not just its slick combat, platforming, and overall exploration, the game's Souls-like storytelling approach and its distinctive world make it truly special. Truly one of my absolute favorite games of all time. And you play as Hornet, the lethal hunter from the first game, now captured and taken to the unfamiliar kingdom of Farloom, a world ruled by Silk and Song. As you battle mighty foes and solve ancient mysteries, you'll ascend on a deadly pilgrimage to the kingdom's peak, uncovering secrets tied to your nature and past along the way. Farloom is a vast, interconnected world begging to be explored, filled with an insane amount of secrets to discover. Journey through mossy grottos, gilded cities, and misted moors as you climb toward the shining citadel at the top of the world. Silksong builds on Hollow Knight's foundation with faster, more acrobatic combat. As Hornet, you wield a needle and thread instead of a nail, creating a distinctly different combat flow. Movement is swift and fluid, and you will dance between enemies in beautiful, lethal combat that rewards precision and timing. You'll master an ever-expanding arsenal of weapons, traps, and mechanisms. These tools aren't just for combat, they're essential for exploration as well, letting you reach new heights and access previously unreachable areas. Combat is an absolute challenge, demanding skill and pattern recognition. You will face over 200 ferocious foes and 40 legendary encounters against fabled heroes and fallen kings. If you love grueling challenges and rich stories to explore, Hollow Knight Silksong is an absolute steal with a price tag of 16 USD under a 20% discount. Or why not get the original Hollow Knight for just 7 USD? With more than 150 hours of playtime for each title, these games are simply must-haves. But what if you want to know the best Japanese role-playing games currently? This video will show you everything you need to know, so click on it and I will catch you on the next one.